So I'm at Day of Days 2017 with Billy Flynn and Marci Miller, or you know them as Chabby. Hashtag Chabby.
Hashtag Chabby.
See my button?
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen.
Did I sign that?
Yep.
Did you?
Signage.
Everything you need to know, ladies and gentlemen.
So
Right
let's
over my
talk about this double wedding. So when you did the double wedding
Uh-huh.
and the Ben reveal happened,
Yes.
and then you punched him, I really enjoyed the clocking of the punch.
So did I.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was like over it.
Yeah, totally. And it's funny how you read those things on paper. At first, I was kind of like, oh man, it's so unrealistic. But then while I was there and I was doing it, I got all caught up in it and really enjoyed it.
Yeah. So where's he at? He finally married the girl of his dreams. I know you guys are 6 months.
I want to say, like to what she said. I mean, yeah, you read those scenes like the dream sequence, because I remember filming it, and I mean, she's like insanely awesome and talented, but like it's one of those things. It was one of those things that like could have easily been like, you read it and you're like, okay, but I remember watching her do it, and I was like, it suddenly made like so much sense, you know, like watching her like slowly walk up, the part where you confront him in that like dream. Yeah. And I actually thought it came together really, really well. I mean, between her amazing work, I like Rob Wilson's one of my best friends. He was amazing.
And Rob is amazing in this role, by the way. He's like a cult figure now.
By the way, yeah.
Ben is a
let
pop
me,
figure.
let me. I got a bone to pick.
You were going to ask us a question.
Sorry, Billy's gonna talk.
I got a bone to pick. Because no. Because you know, what's funny is like when we started these characters, it was like I remember Rob, like I remember he always used to be upset because when my character came in, he sort of it kind of took over, like kind of like not overshadowed his character, but like came in, took over like the relationship and whatever. And I remember even in scenes, like he was always upset that he had to play like the upset one, and I got to sort of sit back and play like the kind of the cool guy. Like I would win the argument by not trying to win, you know, type of thing. And now his character has like now and I remember I used to say I was we'd work through scenes, and I remember I always used to like kind of like help him, and we'd work out the scenes on how to play it. But now his character has become this like cult character that's brilliant, and it keeps coming back, lingering, but like it's brilliant, and like it's like it's one of those things. It's like ultimately it's one of those things when they say you may have won the battle, but you didn't win the war type of thing. I feel like that's my situation with Rob Wilson. Rob, you know, like he won the war.
Rob, are you hearing us, Rob?
Are you hearing me right now?
Rob, are you hearing it?
Like he's got other people playing body doubles, like coming in, like he's got people playing his hands.
Rob, this interview is turned about you.
Rob,
Rob.
son of a bitch, I'm
Rob.
coming for you. I will. You know.
All right, we got you.
Okay, we got you.
Movie's my buddy right now.
We
by the
got
way,
you.
William Shatner.
I know he's
Relic.
doing Relic.
Relic.
Rob.
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 Hashtag. It's not. I still hate you, but congratulations. And he's doing awesome.
Okay, so it won't be marital bliss, obviously, for Chabby.
Well, no, they got a little honeymoon phase that they get to sit in for
like
little
a minute.
while. And it's like a good minute, I think. And then I guess it's probably a couple months, and then all of a sudden somebody shows up and things go all haywire.
And when
again.
things show up and go haywire, it's gonna get.
Yeah, I actually did it. I did an interview where I kind of talked about it, but like my favorite thing is actually the when we're happy, because as an actor, it's really easy to make fans love you and like follow you when you're doing these like angsty sort of like
Cry.
heartbreak sort of stories when you're like chasing, but like to make people interested when you're in love and like when you're like happy, like I think it was really cool to try to find like honest moments within being happy, because to keep people interested when, and you know, like you love soaps forever, like when couples are happy, it's hard to make fans, you know,
They have to be
Excited.
happy.
I'm happy about
But
it.
they have to
Excited
be
about
happy
it.
for calm before any storm. So then,
Yeah, but what I mean is like what was really fun and like the challenge as an actor was the moments of trying to come up with little things that couples do. You know, enough to keep fans interested. Like I remember like the one scene that we did, but where I sort of played like we were high, like we like as a couple, like we had just like maybe smoked a joint together or something like that.
Chabby was doing drugs.
No, like we had just eaten a brownie from Bill and Susan Hayes. No,
Doug and Julie are doing hash brownies.
Doug and Julie. No, but like where you come up, like I remember the scene was just starting with us sitting on a couch, and I remember we both started cracking up, and it was like we both like sort of lay into it, and it was like as if like a couple were sitting on their couch by themselves, their son was asleep, and it was like maybe
what would happen, and this
maybe
is
they
what would
ate a
happen.
brownie, yeah, and that's the fun thing as an actor, like it's easy. It's not easy, but like it's easier to do the scenes where, you know, you got to be emotional and you're chasing her and I love you and like you're running into the burning building. It's tough to do the scenes where you're sitting with somebody on a couch, talking about sort of whatever, and you know, and you're showing that you're in love. Like that's tough, and to come up with like the little
Coupley things.
like our high fives, you know, like that kind of thing, which became a Chabby thing.
Yeah.
And now everybody's like, Chad doesn't high five anybody other than Abigail.
What was the Chabby rain thing? The hashtag. The rain kiss.
Oh, somebody started. They wanted because they compared us to The Notebook.
Right.
That's right.
So they did
That's right.
like a rain kiss, and then finally I was like, well, you sort of get a rain kiss, but it was bubbles. Remember when they were
Bubbles.
Really smart.
The bubbles.
Yeah.
So when he's crying and you're crying, are these heavy emotional scenes draining, or do you like doing those scenes with Billy?
Oh, I mean, I always like
Billy's
I like
okay.
doing anything with Billy, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I enjoy it. At the end of the day, you want to be like human and real and honest, and
Right.
that's what's required of it. I mean, it's wears you out. It's
Right.
tiresome, I
Right.
think. Whether
She's amazing. I mean, are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
This chick's insane.
Billy, no, dude, he's so
Stop.
helpful.
This
when
isn't about you?
No,
This
it's
isn't
not.
about you
about
right
No,
now?
it's baby. It's been about you for about 75% of the time. Yeah.
They're wrapping me up.
No.
So
Well, Billy's really helpful in scenes. I will say that. Even
I'm
just
not,
like
I'm not.
yesterday, I needed to like get to some emotional place. He sat down like in front of me on his knees, held my hands until I got there, patted me on the back, and helped me out.
Lies, all of it. I've never cared once about anything that she's done because I'm.
this is confessionals, ladies and gentlemen.
I've never cared, and I want to say, Rob Wilson, I'm coming for you.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Billy Flynn, Marci Miller.
So good to see you.
Good to see you. Watch them on Days of Our Lives weekdays on NBC.